Welcome to Dulcimerica.
Yeehaw! That is Texas right there. Even though the original title of that tune is called Newcastle, people call it Texas. Welcome everybody to the Dulcimerica video podcast. My name is bingfutch. I'm here at the Walnut Valley Festival in Winfield, Kansas. It's Monday as I am recording this. Festival begins on Wednesday. It's going to be awesome. It's my second time as a performer here, my third time to the festival total. And it's amazing, just simply amazing that this big thing comes together the way it does. And I figured, in the spirit of all the picking going on here, that I'd teach you a really cool tune that you've probably seen before on Dulcimerica. It's a crooked tune, but it's a lot of fun. It's called Newcastle originally. It was written by Henry Reed in Newcastle, West Virginia, but one thing leads to another, and all of a sudden people began calling it Texas. They call it Texas, I think, because he learned the style, the crooked style of playing from a fiddler from Texas and decided to write a tune that was in that vein. And I guess people just started calling it that Texas tune, and then now it's known as Texas, and some people call it Virginia, which is really kind of bizarre. This is an A tune, so I'm capoed at the 4th fret. And a crooked tune is not an easy song or an easy kind of tune to pick up because there are uneven measures. Sometimes you'll be, 4 beats to measure, and then the next measure will have 2 beats. Next measure will have 4 beats. And so it doesn't square up, and it's crooked. The arrangement of measures is crooked. The lineup of all the beats is crooked sometimes. And so you really can't play these at concert dances because the square dancers have a certain amount of steps that they go through in a 8 measure or a 16 measure tune. And some of these tunes have 17 or 19 measures, and it really makes them upset if they figure that you've been playing crooked tunes and they've been trying to figure out what's wrong with their dance steps, right? So let me go ahead and show this to you step by step, and then we'll work through building it up into the way I just played it right there. First of all, our first melody note is going to be at the 11th fret, up here, and we're going to walk down like this. So we're going 11, 3 times, then we're going down to 8, walking up 9, 10, back down to 9, and back down to 8. So I'll do that part again. Next part's going to 10, 3 times, then go to 11, come back down to 10, 9, and then hit your 7. The rhythm here is a push rhythm. it gets there a little, it sounds like it comes in a little early. So it's an odd little rhythm, and it's fun, but you kind of have to watch it there. Then we go back to 11 and do this again. Then from 8 to 9, back down to 8, 7, 6.5, open, then 5, 0, 5, 0, oh sorry, 5, 0, 5, 0, 6.5, 0, and then O again. So the second time through that, so that A part goes like this. That last beat of the A part is there only, it's a half note. It's there for 2 beats. So once we hit that, we go right back into it, and that's one of the crazy crooked sections of this tune. And but we'll hammer that home more as we get to that part. Notice I'm using fingers in sequence. I'm using 2 fingers and a thumb, and I'm using them in adjacent frets. And the key to this tune, or any tune where you're using multiple fingers, is to know that, for example, if I'm covering 6.5, 7, and 8, if my melody is starting at 7, this gives me the ability to go 1 fret down and then 1 fret up from where I am. So if your melody range is within these 3 notes, you've got them all covered. It wouldn't be a good idea to park it this way, because then you're going to have to move a finger or move all of your fingers down to get the note that you're not covering. You want to get the index finger in the middle of where your melody range is going to be, so that you can easily slide one direction or another to pick them all up again. So watch how I continue to move this trilogy of fingers around. So just keep moving around, and every once in a while you'll run out of fingers and you'll have to kind of follow one finger down. You'll see as I pick up speed that I oftentimes get away from this and then drop another finger down in order to get myself across the fretboard a lot quicker. But definitely want to use 2 fingers and a thumb, or 3 fingers, or all your fingers if you want to. Let's go to the B part now. We're walking up from open to 5, 6.5. 2 times. You go to our 8, and then twice on 6.5. Sorry, 7. So again, that's going to go. From here, we're going 7, 8, 9. The thumb can come up and grab the 10. Walk down to 9, 8, then we're going to go 8, 9, 8, 7, 6.5, open, and then the tag that we had at the end of the A part is here again. 5, 0, 5, 0, 6.5, 0, O. B part again. When you've got that grouping of fingers laid out like that, you'll see when I move down, I'm usually chasing notes so that I can pick them up again with the middle finger and then walk up. But if you've got notes higher, your thumb can actually reach pretty well across 3, 4 frets, you know. So always position that center of these three fingers right around where most of your notes are located in the melody. But then as it starts to go higher, you can always leave those fingers there, pick up these fingers, these notes, and when the notes come back down again, your configuration is all set up to do it again. I'll go through it slowly, the A section and the B part. 2 times through A and 2 times through B. Okay, so that's 2 A's, 2 B's, and the next thing I'll show you here is to add a little bit of harmonic harmony to it, and that happens a couple of places here. The first place it happens it's right there. When we do our 5-0-5-0, 6.5-0, when you do the 5-0-5-0, you'll also do, keep your index finger on the bass string at the 5th fret, and that's going to bring in that bass note for you to harmonize along with your melody over here on the melody string. All right, that is giving you the necessary harmonies for the 5 chord. And that is what's playing over the top of that. The 5 chord in this case would be E major, which would be played like this. So if you've got somebody accompanying you on guitar or another instrument, that's the chord that's going on there. It is an E major, that is 8, 6.5, 5 for mountain dulcimer. Or you could play 5-0-5, which is the same thing as a 101 chord when we're playing in D-A-D in the key of D. That would be your 5 chord there as well. That would be A. In this case, it is E for us. The 1-4-5 chords, based off the 1st, 4th, and 5th notes of the scale, are the most popular chords in the world. And in every single key, they're the naturally occurring major chords. And so, given that people love up and happy music, they are the most popular chords that we tend to use. So if you learn the 1-4-5 chords in all your different keys, you'll always be able to play along and accompany anybody else who's jamming. So in the key of A, the 1 chord is A major, the 4 chord is D major, and the 5 chord is E major. And those are the chords that we'll be using in the background here. So we've got our E. When we do our 5-0-5-0, just put your index finger right there on the bass string at the 5th fret, and then do the rest of your work here. Notice why I let go of it. When I hit the 6.5, I let go of the bass string on the 5th fret. Do it again. Now we've got 2 more opportunities for harmony, and one is going to be a D harmony, D major. When we do our B section and we come into it, we're going to go like this. Right there at the 7th fret, when you land, you want to go ahead and come over here on the 5th fret middle string and add in F sharp. And that way we're going to add in a nice D major harmony to this thing. The tricky part is holding on to this F sharp on the middle string at the 5th fret while we do the other part, which goes like this. And you let go of the D when you get down here to the E at the melody string 8th fret. And then you know what to do here. Again through the B part. Usually right about here is where I change fingers so I can get this. Incidentally, if you're playing through and you just have chords going on, these are your chords. Open strum will be A, of course. La dee dee da 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 bum bum. And there are many different chords for this, and different versions of chords. I've heard one really wild version that Dave Para and Kathy Barton taught me a while back. Rick Thum and Stephen Seifert, whom I first heard this song performed by, also have some chords that they like to throw in here. And I'm not sure which set of chords these are exactly, but we start off with A. La da dee da da dum bum bum. Go to a G chord here. Lum bum bum, and then go to your D chord. Ba ba bum bum bum. Lum bum bum ba da dum bum bum ba da dum bum bum bum. Then you got your E major coming in. You can either do it here, or you can do it here. Bum 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 ba ba bum 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 ba ba bum bum bum. Bum 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 ba ba bum bum ba ba bum 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 ba 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 bum 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 ba ba bum 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 ba da dum bum 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 ba ba bum 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 ba ba bum 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 ba 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 bum bum ba ba bum ba ba bum bum bum. Sorry, first one's D. Ba ba bum ba ba bum 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 ba ba bum ba ba bum 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 ba ba bum 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 ba 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 bum bum. Ba ba bum ba ba bum 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 ba ba bum ba ba bum 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 ba ba bum 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 ba 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 bum bum. Again, there are many different versions of the chord, backup chords for this tune. Those are the ones I'm most familiar with. But if you ever run into Rick Thum, Stephen Seifert, or Dave Para, or Kathy Barton, ask them about those chords. In fact, Dave and Kathy are here this week in Winfield. I'm going to make sure I get those chords because it sounds really super cool. All right, I'm going to go ahead and play it again. You can do all kinds of stuff to have fun with this. Play on the bass string, and also use the right hand palm mute, which is the heel of your hand placed right down here on the bridge. So it gives you a dampened sound, takes away some of the drone, rounds out and mellows out the overall tone of the instrument, and just a different sort of a sound you can get when you're playing. And I'll throw all that stuff together, and here is Texas. Oh, let me talk about one more thing here, these additional rhythms. This is a fairly busy tune, and my rule of thumb is whenever you are putting in additional rhythms, it usually is because the song needs that assistance. The melody has hung out for longer than 2 beats. A half note, dotted half note, a tied note. The melody is pausing, and when that melody is pausing, typically you're playing 1 strum per melody note. So if you've got 8 notes and 16 notes, this piece is moving and your rhythm's going to be just fine. But when the rhythm chills out, that's when the melody needs a little bit of assistance. And so I like to put in just a little bit of extra something in there to keep things rolling. So let's start off with 1 strum per melody note, like this. That right there, it's hanging out for just a little bit. Not long, but just a little bit. I start off with a little kind of a, and now those of you who have taken my workshops or have seen me teach this on Dulcimerica know that I call this rhythm 1, 2, 3 banana, 4, 5, 6 banana. 1, 2, 3 da da da. And also we are slightly swinging this tune, not straight eights, but sort of a dotted 8 and 16th note pair. So instead of bum 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 bum, we're going bum 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 bum. It puts a little bit of a bounce into things. So this rhythm is mostly quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, and then da da da. 1, 2, 3, da da da. 1, 2, 3, da da da. 1, 2, 3, da da da. 1. I find that works really well to not clutter up fiddle tunes with additional rhythms, but gives you a little something extra at the end of the measure in case a melody note is hanging out for a little while. So I put that rhythm together with the tune, I end up with this. And there you have your rhythm and the melody all put together. So I hope you guys will learn this tune, and I hope you'll teach it to other people and then call it out in the jams, because it's a song I cannot get enough of. And once you learn it and once you play it, I think you'll learn to love it too. Thank you guys very much for watching. I got a lot more coming to you once I get back home from tour. Second part of tour, fall tour, and I got a lot more stuff. Once again, if you're out there watching, I've got how many spots left? Not many spots left this year for the Welcome to Dulcimerica video, so if you want to get your face right there on the front of this episode of Dulcimerica or all of the remaining episodes for the year 2018, please send a short 8-second, 9-second video to me at bingfutch@yahoo.com. Thank you guys very much. I appreciate you, and I got a lot more coming to you from the Walnut Valley Festival, number 47, right here in Winfield, Kansas. Have a good time, and we'll see you next time.